What makes a watch complicated? Well, let's find out. A complication by definition is anything on a watch that is a function other than telling the time. So there's literally tons and tons of different complications. I've got a few different ones to discuss here. So we have here a Daytona. This has got a chronograph complication. As you can see, the subdials, it's basically a stopwatch. This was invented in the 60s to time races at the Daytona Speedway, hence where it gets its name from. And you can have other complications as well, like here on this AP, this is a dual time, which means you can tell the time at 2 different time zones, as well as it has a power reserve indicator here. So this indicator tells you how much charge the watch has before it sort of dies and needs to be rewound or worn again to get full power. You can have things like here, this is a really cool one. This isn't one you see all the time. This is a world time. This is a particularly white gold world time. So this actually tells you the time for all these different places around the world, which is a really good complication. Only a few brands make a world time because it's really difficult to pull off. Just look at the movement. There's tons of different parts moving in there. It's a really difficult one to engineer. Rolex isn't known for their massively complicated watches. This is the most complicated watch that Rolex makes. There's a Rolex Sky Dweller, which was released in 2012, a dual time zone complication, as well as an annual calendar. Around the indices at the top here is the different months that you're in, as well as you have date here, and then the inner ring there is for the dual time zone. So this is the most complicated watch Rolex make. Other than that, there are much more complicated watches from other brands, which are super expensive. One of my favorite brands, which is Vacheron, one of my personal ones here, makes the world's most complicated watch at the moment. The reference number 57260, which has a whopping 57 complications on it, which is absolutely incredible to fit that all onto one watch. So that was a roundup of the term complications and what it means for a watch. Which complication do you think is the most useful on a timepiece? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like that watch content, make sure to follow for more.